And we're on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. You know who I am, and I'm back with the Bayloric TV boxing channel. Yes, I know you're going to tell me it's been a while, and I've not been around, and I've not been uploading as much, and I've not been leaving many predictions. Hey, I've had a very busy schedule of late, and I felt that I had a little bit of time to get up to date in a lot of things. First, I think we'll start off by saying thank you to those people out there, Fighters Rated over Twitter, Fighters Rated, Ring News 24, Fight Guru, UK British Boxers, Clifton Benton, the usual crew, Chris Golding, Leaky Van, Dave Dwight, Rhino Allen, Adam Forsey Boxing, Adam Forsey Sports, sorry, Adam Forsey Boxing, where that come from. But yeah, Adam Noble Forsey, and thanks to those people that anytime I do some form of, whether it be interviews or features, that they take the time to retweet on Twitter. That means a lot, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate people that turn up and watch the channel and watch the interviews and watch the videos and leave the comments. Always appreciated. I've got to be honest and say, in recent times I haven't gone around and watched a lot of videos the way I normally would do. It's just been hectic, and for any of those people that know what I do outside of this particular room of boxing, outside that, will understand that my life has changed quite dramatically, and I'm on other platforms now doing other things, but I'm not here about that. I'm here to talk to you guys and girls about boxing. So there's lots to talk about. Let's get into it. I think the last time I was did a show like this, we were on the verge of Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux. So hey, yeah, that was it. Since that time I've interviewed Abel Sanchez, but I'll give you my take on how I saw things. But let's go back to the fight. You know, we all know the result in the end, so I won't bore you with the details. The one thing I wanted to see in this fight was Gennady Golovkin being in the ring with an opponent that was prepared to throw punches back, that had the intent and had the one-punch knockout power and was prepared to throw punches. And I saw Lemieux as a guy who's a bit of a gambler. I never for 1 minute said that David Lemieux was a boxer. I always saw that Lemieux was going to be a guy that was going to be a puncher, and no more than a puncher. And for me, I just wanted to know what happened when Lemieux landed on Gennady Golovkin. Because, oh yeah, he's got a solid chin, he's taken good shots, okay, but has he taken a punch from somebody like Lemieux? You know, and he took Lemieux's shot. The beautiful thing about Golovkin is that he was able to raise his game to the next level. Because if he was just a pure puncher, you know, he was able to stick the jab, and keep Lemieux on the jab. Listen, there are many people who have tried to keep Lemieux on the end of a jab and have ended up getting knocked out. So that takes a certain amount of class to be able to keep a man at the end of a jab and still throw your own punches. And he was able to dictate that from the first minute of the first round. Lemieux lost the fight within the first 30 seconds. The reason why Lemieux lost the fight within the first 30 seconds, I tell you what, I'll go back to the coach thing in a minute, but his coach needs to be shot or fired, because you don't have any boxing skills. You're not a boxer, you're a puncher. So you've got to fight the strategy to suit your style. So Lemieux is a puncher, not a boxer. So you don't want to be standing outside and using your jab, because you don't know what a jab is. You don't know what a jab is. The only jab you know about is when you go to the doctors to get a flu jab, right? That's about it. You don't know what a jab is, so forget it. What you are, you're a hooker. You're a guy that comes in, swing big, winging hooks. So your best plan, your best strategy is for the first 30 seconds, jump on this guy, get his back against the ropes and attack him, swarm him. No, 30 seconds, you standing out there and you're trying to box with Golovkin, the superior boxer, and you're trying to stand out there and box him. Well, of course you deserve to get knocked out. Of course you deserve to get your head rocked back all the time. So what exactly, you talk about all these trainers, what exactly is the game plan going into this fight? You talk a big good game beforehand, but what exactly is the game plan? What exactly is your strategy? How exactly are you going to get your man to actually win this fight with the artillery and the skills he's got? So you're going to convert him to be a boxer when his career has all been about knocking people out. You're not a boxer. So you've got to use the best of your attributes. So his best shot of winning this fight wasn't to try and win the fight by points, wasn't to try and outbox Golovkin, but was to knock Golovkin out. That was the only chance Lemieux had in this fight, right? And that was the chance I gave him. But the thing is, you can give a guy a chance, but when the coach is not even implementing the plan, I mean, I don't see what his coach was seeing. I don't know how his coach was able to even feel proud of himself with his fight going. There was no strategy. There was no strategy. Lemieux couldn't. He had hardly any head movement, and that stupid hairdo that he had. Every time you get hit with a jab, of course your head's rocking back and the hair's going over the place. So the jab looks worse than it actually is. So that's a no-no. He should have got that ridiculous hairdo got rid of. I thought, all right, come fight time, it looks all flashy now. Come fight time, you'll get your hair cut. You'll sort your hair out. You look professional. Because you know points rack up. It just doesn't look good. And of course, that's psychological as well. You're getting your head rocked back. The crowd see your hair going over the place. Ooh! So that psychologically plays in your mind as well. You don't want to be giving your opponent advantages already when he's got so significant advantage over you anyway. And then I know guys on the outside may look at it and say, oh, well, it's not significant. He wouldn't have won the fight. But would you want to see a better fight? See, this is why James Lemieux goes back and always says that there are not enough coaches in the sport of boxing. There's not enough mentors in the sport of boxing. They don't know what they're talking about. Hit a few pads. You know, even if you go and look at the way Golovkin was training when he was preparing for the fight, you look at the final workouts, Golovkin was working straight at him, bang, bang, all the time. Because you're practicing what you're actually going to do in a fight. You've got all these fancy hand pads that people doing pad work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because nobody's going to stand in front of you and let you land them punches. Nobody. Nobody in their right, nobody's got any boxing sense or is conscious within themselves is going to let you get hit with punches like that. Right? That's why I got a lot of Pacquiao fans got on my back when I turned and said to them, when they were watching Pacquiao throwing all these punches all the time, and I said, hey, what's going on? What's the problem? You know? So let me check and see if my sound is, I've got people that don't know my sound's even good. But yeah, I struggled with that. I struggled with that then, and I struggle with that now because fancy pads don't mean nothing. I would rather see a man like I saw Golovkin and Abel Sanchez with a pad and the fight's just going through, bang, they start practicing the same punch over and over and over again. If there's a jab, practicing the jab, bring it back. Practicing the right hand, bring it back. Because there is a strong possibility you'll be throwing the jab all the time. There's a strong possibility you will throw the straight right hand. And if you've seen where he throws that chopping right hand, you see him training, you see him doing it in training, you're simulating what you're going to do in a fight. So in terms of this fight with Golovkin, Lemieux deserved to get knocked out. I mean, no game plan. No game plan. So we can push that to one side. As for Golovkin, excellent game plan. Took the center of the ring, took control of the fight, dominated behind the left jab, and hurt Lemieux from point one. Did not let Lemieux get into the fight and kept hurting Lemieux, breaking him down, and the wicked body shots. I mean, every time that guy lands a body shot, it's like a crack of a gun, and your guys fall into the floor. This guy Golovkin's got some serious power, and I think he's got tremendous muscle memory. That's the thing. When you're training muscle memory, when you're training your muscle to respond after a period of time, doing the same thing repetitively over and over and over again. This guy's a very good fighter. Now, I'm not going to sit down and say he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, or when I also went in the other day on in this corner with my good friend Mike Mittman. He's saying that Golovkin is getting almost to the point where he's unbeatable. I wouldn't go as far as that. There are some other guys we need to see him fight. Different tests. Now we've got a guy like McQuillan now who can box and has got thunderous power in both hands and is tall and long. Good fight. How does he do against him? Now we say, well, Golovkin will win that, but it's a different challenge against a guy who's long, who can keep it long himself, who's got big punches, and also when I was talking to Abel Sanchez, a lot of people are talking about Andy Lee. That fight is, should Lee beat Billy Joe Saunders, Andy Lee will be surely lined up for Gennady Golovkin. Reason why I say this is that Abel Sanchez revealed to me that fights are planned almost 12 to 16 months in advance. And they've already lined Andy Lee up before they even, I think maybe just before even Lemieux won the title. So they're planning well, the Golovkin camp. So they're looking at definitely Andy Lee next. So that will be very interesting to see that. So those are my thoughts on that. Abel Sanchez, as always, is a oh yes, Povetkin. Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to watch Povetkin and Wach. Yes, so that was my roundup on Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux. I will be back later, and I will try and catch up a little bit more and get us up to date. Thank you all for watching. Povetkin versus Wach. Check it out. I'm going with Povetkin to win this fight by, I don't know. Wach hasn't got a great trainer in his corner. I spoke to Bashir about this. He's not a very good trainer. I don't know. Wach takes a great shot. Got decent boxing power, boxing ability. Bit slow. Povetkin looked very impressive against Mike Perez. Didn't know how much ambition he had left. Good fight. Let's see what happens. But the favourite would have to be Povetkin based on current form, activity, work rate. But that could be difficult to get out of there. See you soon. Take care.